What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tony Mack. A return of the Mack. What's happening, folks? How y'all doing, man? Hey, we took a tough loss yesterday to the Jacksonville Jaguars, but y'all know I had to come back in here and talk about it. Today I'm gonna have my boy Critic jump on the live, man, and we're gonna discuss Sunday's football from the 49ers losing to the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Dallas Cowboys versus Michael Parsons, the Philadelphia Eagles 4-0, but still upset. I'm sorry, but the wide receiver A.J. Brown still upset in his role in the offense, y'all. And then more other things. Y'all know how we jump into it. We start with football, we start with sports, and then it jump off into other topics. It's just like the barbershop, man. It's just like the barbershop. You come in here talk about one thing, and then it'll lead talking about something else, man. We just flowing on here. How y'all doing on this wonderful Monday? This is a Monday afternoon. I'm up in here chilling. What's good? Slam Newton. What up, man? What up? I ain't see you jump on it in a minute. Slam Newton, man, you should hit the link, bro, so we can watch football or what's going on, man. My boy Slam Newton. What's return of the fat, return of the snacks, return of the backs. Anyway, man. Yeah, I am a little upset about us losing to the Jacksonville Jaguars because I'm a diehard 49er fan. And I'm a little bit upset about it because I feel like we were just a better team than the Jacksonville Jaguars, even with all our injuries. Yeah, George Kittle was out. Yeah, Brandon Ayuk was out. Yeah, CMC, not 100%. Yeah, Brock Purdy, not 100%. And with all that going on, oh, also Nick Bosa out. I still think we was better than the Jacksonville Jaguars. But I'm not that messed up about it. I'm only slightly upset because it's still the beginning of the year. Robert Sala's already showing that he's probably the best defense coordinator in football. And I think he's still gonna make some adjustments. Nick Bosa is out for the season. That is tough. That's tough. You can't. It's not too many other DNs in the NFL you can replace Nick Bosa with any outside linebackers. And if you can replace somebody, replace Nick Bosa with your outside linebacker slash defensive end, that team probably not about to give those guys up. Except for Cincinnati. I think San Francisco, we need to push for that dude, T.J. Hickerson. His game is similar to, it's very similar to my man Nick Bosa. They both fast, strong edge rushers. Both kind of play that defensive end, but can still slide over and play a little bit of outside linebacker if you need them to. Both of them are good at reading the runners, and they both great at stopping the pass. Of course, they're great in the pass rush. So I say, yeah, both of them would, I think T.J. Hickerson would be a definitely, if we feel like we're going to do something this year, San Francisco, we need to go for that dude because Cincinnati season is over with. I don't mean to speak ill of them, but Joe Burrows is out, and that's the bread and butter of that offense. That's the bread and butter of that team. I don't see anybody stepping up that's going to be able to do anything with that. So, and he wants out. The guy wants out. He feel like he's not getting the money he deserves over there in Cincinnati. San Francisco, I think we need to make a push for him. I think we need to make some decisions. Maybe Brandon Ayuk can be some bait we can use to send him over there because I think Brandon Ayuk won out of San Francisco as well. And my thing, if a guy don't want to play for a team, it's best to get him out of there. So it's best to get him out of there.
Yo, can you hear
Up
me?
the chemistry of the team. Man, what up, the critic? I can hear you real good. What's good, Brody?
What's going on? What's going on? Wow, what's happening, Woody?
Man, chilling, man. Was just in here discussing the 49ers tough loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars, 26-21. It was tough, bro, but it ain't that tough. Like I said, it's the beginning of the season. If we're gonna see our mistakes, I'd rather see them in the beginning of the season than the end. And we still 3-1 and on top of our division. However, we better than the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that worries me for us to lose to a team like that. even with
Hold
all our
on.
injuries.
Jaguars actually playing better than I thought they would this year. Hold on now. Hold on now. Hold on now. They actually look pretty good this year. Not nice, pretty good. Who's in their
I give you
division?
that.
Do they the Miami? What is it? Them Miami, the Bills, and the Patriots? Or
The
they with the Titans?
Jaguars. Yeah, they're with the
Are they?
Titans. Yeah, the Colts, the Titans, and I believe who am I leaving off? Colts, Titans, and the Texans. I believe the Texans.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they in the AFC South then.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that the Jacksonville Jaguars are a bad team. I think they're a middle of the pack team. San
Uh-huh.
Francisco, the beginning of the season, I thought we was a middle of the pack team. But the way we, found a way to win these three tough games starting out the season, I'm like, hey, we might be I don't think we elite. And I'm definitely not about to say Super Bowl caliber, but I think we still up to the point where, hey, I think you can bet money we can make the playoffs. If we can get our players back, get certain guys back healthy, I think we can make a push for the playoffs.
Yeah, nah. I think the Jaguars. I think what is they 3-1? Yeah, they 3-1.
I thought they went 2-2.
Nah, they 3-1. Yeah, they
Okay.
3-1. They would have been. Yeah, they 3-1 since because they in yeah, they 3-1 in their division. I believe they should be.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, nah. But far as the 49ers, I ain't gonna lie, it did look tough for your boy.
Oh, Brock Purdy.
Yeah, it looked tough. It looked tough. Hey, hey, this season should show if he's worth that money they gave him.
Well,
Because now he really can't
my,
be a game manager.
that was my only argument, man. I used to get cut up, cut up and cussed out by all kind of San Francisco 49er fans because I'm in those groups on Facebook. And I would
Yeah.
just tell them, like, man, I agree with Cam Newton when he said that Brock Purdy was a game manager. I just think when people hear game manager, they think negative. Like, you can still win a Super Bowl with a game manager. It just means you're a systematic quarterback. And as long as you play within the system, we're going to have success for the team. And at the time, we had Brandon Ayuk healthy, Debo Samuel healthy, CMC healthy, George Kittle healthy, Trent Williams healthy. Like, we had an all-star roster to where, dude, all you had to literally do is play through the system. And I was telling folks that, man, we shouldn't have gave this dude that money right away. I'm saying we. I think the San Francisco 49ers probably should have franchise tagged him. Personally, I'm happy for Brock Purdy. Like, I'm happy he got a bag. But from a fan perspective, I'm like, nah, he ain't earned it, bro. And it's going to hurt the team from really bringing some talent to it. And it's showing. It is
Yeah, man.
showing.
Because I at least would have got CMC some help. And I'm like, not knowing what you're going to get at Brandon Ayuk, what you going to do about the other wide receiver in the skill positions. And that offensive
Well,
line
I
is looking
mean,
suspect too.
definitely suspect. Well, I think last year we had a good running back combination with Jordan Mason and that guy Garendo. And I don't
Uh-huh.
know why Jordan Mason is in Minnesota and Garendo, where is he? We putting all this
Mhm.
money on CMC, and I none but respect for CMC, especially that year we had to run to the Super Bowl year. Like, dude really was the heart and soul of the 49ers
Uh-huh.
offense. We got to give it to him. However, man, we ran that guy into the ground, bro. Like, why would you run him into the ground and
And
then
he's
pay him?
already than most, and he's injury prone.
Right. Y'all ran Christian McCaffrey into the ground and then paid him. How much sense that makes? Normally, when you run a running back into the ground, you get rid of him. Isn't that the Jerry Jones? Look what they did with Ezekiel Elliott. They helped Zeke get that first good contract. After that, they ran Zeke into the ground. And then when it was time to get paid
they
again,
say
deuces.
they say,
And
well,
that's the way it
they come
goes.
running back comes dime a dozen.
I mean, it's
Yeah, nah,
sometimes you
man.
gamble and you win, sometimes you gamble and you lose, because the same thing happened
Yeah.
with Tennessee and what's that running back? He's right now in
Derrick Henry.
Baltimore, right? Derrick Henry. That
Derrick
happened
Henry.
with Tennessee and Derrick Henry. They
I
ran
mean,
that
even
man to
Saquon and the Giants.
yeah, Saquon and the Giants. Yeah.
And that's why I feel like they have to change that rule. I feel like if you're a running back, I don't feel like you need to wait 3 years. I feel like if you're a if you're a true running back, hey, y'all can come out after the first year because really, outside of all positions, that's the most easy position to learn if you just think back from that standpoint. Because most likely at 24, you're drafted when your junior year, you come out 19, bro. Your best years is playing in college, getting ran to the ground. Especially if you're a Heisman or a top two running back. Because that, and also
Don't worry.
too, I feel like outside of
Yeah.
everybody, they should not have to work for a contract like everybody else. Because if you're making them take that rookie deal, they best years is on that rookie deal.
Well,
Hello.
don't worry about it. If college they didn't run you into the ground, the NFL they definitely will. I just it's
Yeah.
nowadays they don't give running backs too much. It's not so much of how they paying them that's wrong. It's just that they don't have longevity anymore. Like it used to be, like Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, Curtis Martin, all those dudes back in the day. Even like Frank Gore to more recent years. These like 15, 16, even 18-year running backs. Now if you make 9 seasons in the NFL as a starting running back, you better be thankful. You better be thankful. Almost, really, almost now any skill position, the way they going.
Oh yeah,
I'm looking at C.J. Brown.
that's why I wouldn't even pay. If you're not a top three wide receiver, I'm not paying you top three receiver money. Like and you can really do all that by committee. Like wide receivers and running backs should be paid by committee. To me, like
You
I
think so?
wouldn't pay. Yeah, like I was a big firm believer that if they would have got rid of DJ Metcalf when he had value, you could have kept because you already had Lockett, and I'm like, bro, which I thought he was the better wide receiver, bro. You could have went got a better pieces for him. Hell, we could have probably got Kenny Pickett
Well,
before he left to go to Dallas. Like y'all waited till he expired and end up just getting some punk ass third round. The Seattle Seahawks. I just feel like if I was Dallas, I would not have paid CD Lamb. Like I get it, Dak is untouchable, but everybody else is extended. Like why would I pay a wide receiver? Why would I unless you just demand if you're not an Antonio Brown, a motherfucker that can get open, like get open if the defense breaks down, like a motherfucker you don't have to throw open, they just go get open. I'm not about to pay you money. Like those other guys, like I only see two guys, maybe three, that can go get open. And that's. I guess he fell off. But yeah, like I was saying, y'all, it's only a couple oh, you came back. But yeah,
yeah, I'm
it's a
back,
couple of
brother.
yeah,
Sorry
like
about that,
Jamar,
y'all.
you good. Jamarcus Chase, I would Marcus Chase, Justin Jefferson, but sometimes Justin Jefferson, he kind of missed me. And old boy from Wesley, they're like the only three wide receivers that I would pay good money for in the league. But everybody else, I'm not about to pay you. I'm not about to get held captive by you. What the fuck you talking about? If you can't take the top off. Hello? Can you hear me? Tone. But yeah, they say, yeah, I'm not about to pay you that money if you're not gonna take the top off. Oh, no, you can hear me? I don't think my mans can hear me.
Can y'all hear me now? Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Cool, cool.
Yeah, I couldn't hear your sound, Playboy.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you way better.
Cool, cool, cool. For a quick second.
Damn, fucking silence effect. Yeah, you good. But yeah, no, I was
Boogie
just saying
down,
earlier,
bro.
yeah, I
Boogie
wouldn't pay
down
wide receivers.
production. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't pay wide receivers. Top if they're not top three, I'm not paying you no money. I would have a lot of cats be not getting no checks from me. Like, Jerry Jones, it makes sense. Yeah, if in between Dak, but Dak got his money. Like, I would have not have paid CD Lamb. Like CD Lamb, you gotta throw open. And you gotta overthrow him just to get numbers. I need a wide receiver that can go get 120 yards off 2 catches.
See,
He made
you're the example for why basketball players should stick to talking about basketball, bro.
nah. If Facebook exists, I can give my opinion
Oh,
and not be an expert.
you the reason why basketball players should stick to talking about basketball, my guy.
Nah.
Because if you got it's certain wide receivers, yeah, I would agree with you that okay, these guys may be more systematic, or you could plug them, with a good quarterback. Yeah, they may put up good numbers. I give you that. But then you got guys that are the Randy Mosses, you got the Terrell Owenses. Matter of fact, let's go even modern times in the NFL right now. Tariq Hill, you got to pay that money. Dog.
Yeah, Tariq Hill, but I'm not paying the CD
You
Lamb.
got to pay that money. Some guys are just that good. Like they make it difficult for a team.
Are you paying the Keenan Allen
CeeDee
from the
Lamb
Chargers?
is one of those guys you got to pay that bread, bro. True.
Man, he's a glorified slot receiver playing,
Would he put? If he ever put?
bro. He not hot. He not
Let's
it.
see.
He not it.
Wide
First
receivers
off,
I'm paying.
I always said that Jerry Judy was the bear of wide
Wide
receivers.
receivers
Them
that
coming
I
out of
pay.
college. DeMarcus Russell out of LSU, Bo X Tigers, the great LSU school. That's my school.
Mm-hmm.
Could have went, but didn't have good grades, and I didn't want to have to college play. But I pay DeMarcus. Pay your boy Tyreek Hill, even though he's really not. I don't think he's playing this year. I don't think I've seen him this year. Is he injured?
Now he playing. He just don't have a good quarterback.
Justin Jefferson. Those are really the only three that I will pay top tier money.
Man, I'm paying that wide receiver in Detroit. He a
Oh no.
dog.
He's not getting no.
He a
He's not
dog.
getting no 130. He's not getting no 130, 140. He getting 88 million.
Man, he
He need the defense because
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams not hot no more. He not hot no more.
Nah, he get
He
the
done lost it.
he's a right under top tier money wide receiver though.
I'm talking
But
about
you
right now.
gotta pay
We're
him.
talking about
He's
right
not a wide
now.
receiver by committee. Devontae Adams move the chains. Devontae Adams moves the chains, bro.
You talking about
If
right
you
now?
got a wide receiver that moves the chains, you got yeah. If you have a wide receiver that can move the chains consistently for you, 3rd and 13, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 15, I can go to this guy. You got to pay him that money, bro. Those guys you got to pay.
I just seen the Raiders for the first time since the season started yesterday playing against what's his name, and it looked like they running back Ashton what is it, Jennings from Boise.
Hmm.
It looked like he the star of the team because he was out there running.
Well, I think Devontae Adams played for the Jets now.
Oh, he do? You know what? He
He might
does.
be
He does.
somebody
My
else.
bad. I'm sorry. You're right. He does. He does. That is me. That's
Yeah.
on me because your boy Aaron Rodgers left him.
I like our young wide receiver, Ricky Pearsall, the white dude. He out there balling, bro. He out there making Mac Jones and Brock Purdy look all right. Speaking of Brock Purdy, though, he definitely looking overrated right now. He's definitely looking overrated. Or maybe he's just injured and we should have set him down another week, man. But if it's anybody that I ain't gonna say one person to blame,
I
but
think the game plan needs. I think the game
60%
plan
of
needs
that
to be.
shit go to
I
Brock
think the
Purdy.
game plan
Too
needs to
much
be.
touches and a
I
fumble.
think when I looked at the game, it's like he wants him to be a top five quarterback, and it's like, man, keep the game nip and tuck. Like he just coming off an injury. Like I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do yesterday when I was watching the game. I'm like, and the Jaguars look like that team.
Man, I don't know. I don't
Man,
know.
I need to see some more
Is
I
it
need
time
to
for us
see
to
some more
pack it
bubble
up?
routes.
What?
I think it's no time to pack it up, but this year should
Another thing,
determine
man, we
where.
can't get our running game going.
Because Chris McCaffrey can't be your bell cow back. I don't think he should be your bell cow back in
Yeah,
the early season. Like, we know what the fuck he is. Excuse my language, but we know what he is. Y'all should start giving him, like, bro, they will run him to the ground. I'm like, bro, this is game 4. Like, really? My first 3 to 4 games is preseason because we know most of the starters not gonna play preseason. So this is the quarter. This is the quarter of the season. Like, I wouldn't be out here trying to get him 20 carries. He right now for the first 10 games, we're gonna keep that thing between 10 to 15. And hey, he should not be in on every fucking play on offense either. Like, hey, we gonna try to target him maybe 2 or 3 times on offense. If he's in a run, I mean a run thing. No, we're not gonna bring him in the game to pick up blocks. If you
I
know it's
don't
gonna be a
think we'll
pass, when you
score
need the running
point.
back
We
to
do
block.
that.
What?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna score points. You do that. Christian
And that,
McCaffrey, the only no, he
and
ain't.
that,
He's
and that,
not what
and
he
that.
used to be. He's the only chain mover. Him and Ricky Pearsall is the only chain mover right now due to George Kittle being hurt. I just honestly don't think we had the weapons, man. We spent so much money on guys that are just banged up right now. Brandon Ayuk, a big chunk of change going to him where he's at. A big chunk of change just went to Brock Purdy. He's not 100%. A big chunk of change went to Christian McCaffrey. He's not 100%. George Kittle worth every penny, but he's hurt. Trent Williams worth every penny, not 100%. Nick Bosa worth every penny, out for the season. A lot of our money went to the stars and they just not here, man. And that's why I asked, man, maybe it's time for us to pack it up for the season or what. But I don't know. If we make it to the playoffs, you got to fight till you lose. If you make it to the playoffs, you got to fight till you lose. Next man up. That's how you got to roll with it, man. But right now, we don't look like, if we
Yeah.
were 4, I would say we still didn't look like a 4-0 team. If we would somehow made it to 4-0, we still wouldn't have looked like Philadelphia looks like a 4-0 team. Buffalo looks
Oh, they
like a
definitely
4-0
do.
team. Those teams are looking great, especially Buffalo. I got to give it to them. Buffalo really look
I'm,
like they're
and
not
I'm
about
not
to
a
fail
Josh
themselves
Allen
for
fan,
sure.
but he actually doing his thing this year. This is really looking like a true MVP season for him. Because last year I would not have gave it to him, but he actually impressed me this year.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Now Josh Allen's balling, bro, and he's already been tested a few times. Detroit Lions, the Baltimore Ravens.
And right
Those
now,
ain't
I
no weak
think, I
teams.
think, I
He
think
4-0.
with Travis Kelsey not being Travis Kelsey and Patrick Mahomes having to figure out who he gonna throw the ball to, I think y'all might have a chance. If y'all see him in the playoffs, I think y'all will edge him out this year.
Talking about San Francisco,
No, I'm saying that Josh
Buffalo.
Allen finally got a chance to get that monkey off that back, which we taught via Patrick Mahomes, because I don't think that they are equipped to beat them. Because I'm just looking at like that offensive line is beat up, the defense can't keep nobody in front of him, and Travis Kelsey basically just collecting checks at this point until he gets married.
I understand it. Yeah, they look like a team that's definitely about to rebuild a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah,
Buffalo Bills definitely look like they pushing for something this year. Pittsburgh, I mean,
oh,
not
yeah.
Pittsburgh, Philadelphia looking like it too. I think they're just having struggles with AJ Brown being upset that he's not being a part of the offense a little bit more. And
And
I kind of
AJ,
understand it. I understand it.
I don't know. When I look at it, I'm like, bro, they do try to get you the ball, but I just when you got so many weapons, and it's like he's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but bro, when you look, okay, Saquon don't get them things. Jalen gonna run. It's like, bro, if we do get you the ball, like you still gonna cry about that?
Now I looked at it, the numbers the other day, well
Yeah.
Sunday, yesterday, and he had 9 targets and got 7 yards. And I said, man, if they target you 9 times, how could you complain you not being a part of the offense? Until I watched the video of the sports journalist Emmanuel Acho break down the play-by-play of all those throws. Almost every last one of those throws was terribly off target, bro. Well, AJ
Yeah.
Brown, I think he's saying he don't want to mess up the locker room. He's trying to say his quarterback don't have no damn accuracy. And if he did, they'll be that much more dangerous because he knows when Philadelphia actually play a team that can run back and forth with them, they're gonna have problems if Jalen Hurts don't start throwing with some accuracy.
Well, it'd probably be hard to do that now, Playboys, because niggas say he did get you a couple touchdowns in the Super Bowl last year. If I'm
Oh
not
no, they
mistaken,
beat
didn't
the
you get?
brakes off Kansas City.
I said, if I'm not mistaken, nigga, you got two touchdowns. Man, I think AJ Brown. I think niggas want to ask him, bro. Like, I get it. Do you want to get paid? Do you want to be the star? Or do you just want to be on a good team? Because nigga, did you not forget what life was like with the Titans?
Good
I said
point.
Rod Tannehill
Good point,
probably
there.
has more accuracy. I said Rod Tannehill probably has more accuracy. But you see how far you was going with that. You had the great King Henry.
Yeah,
Man, but I
no,
think
you
it's
got a
just hard to
point.
play. I just really just, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, just me going look at. I'm not saying that AJ Brown is wrong. Respect to the dude. He looks like a competitor. And I think it's really hard for him up until this point of his career to really have to share the limelight with four different players, stars on their team. You got Saquon, who's rejuvenated. You got Jalen Hurts, who's the franchise player and the face. If some could say he's not the face of the league, but he's the face. He's the
Yeah.
face of somebody's league. And it's like,
Billy
then
the
you got little
Kid.
Smith. Then you got Smith over there. You got Smith who can go take the top. Like, I think it's just hard for him to share the like, bro. If we force you to ball, like, you do realize that you on the other side of a wide receiver's prime. Your best years was in what he started off with Cincinnati, didn't he? Where did he
Talking about
start off
A.J.
at?
Brown.
Yeah, where did he start his career at?
I thought you said it was Tennessee. He been
No,
in
no.
Tennessee and Philadelphia.
How did he start his career with the Bengals? Then he went to Tennessee.
I'm not sure, brother. I will say this, dude.
Go ahead.
Normally, when you're at AJ Brown's point in your career, though, as a wide receiver, you are the number one target because you're the chain mover. The other guy
Yeah.
may be the speed guy, but at the end of the day, if I know this is a third down converter, the possession guy, he's the third down converter. You want to, hey, hit me so I can get my numbers to where, hey, next year, if y'all don't need me, I'm still marketable because I can go tell them, hey, I put up 1,500 receptions, 12 touchdowns. 1,500 receiving yards, 12 touchdowns. Now, though, when he go and talk with his agent if Philadelphia cut him loose, if his numbers look like you put up 250 yards and 3 touchdowns, that's a big difference in pay. So, it's always a different story. I get what you're saying, though. On the flip side, that's the sacrifices you have to make when you're trying to win a championship. Like I heard Isaiah Thomas was giving what was the guy that they replaced Andrew Dantley with to Detroit? You remember?
Is this when he was playing or was he was coaching?
No, it's when he was playing. He was a coach of not coach. He was a point guard of Detroit. They traded away Andrew Dantley to Dallas. Dallas had a star player. This guy was averaging 26, 27 points a game. And he came to Detroit to be a third, fourth option. And Isaiah Thomas was talking about him. He was saying, had he would have came there and been egotistical and still won all his shots, they never would have won a championship. So that guy coming there willing to sacrifice himself and say, hey, I'll be willing to be the third, fourth option to help us win. He said that might have knocked him out of the Hall of Fame. He said, but him sacrifice helped us win a championship. More modern, people could say Kevin Love. Kevin Love
Yeah.
going to the Cavaliers had to take a third option role and all that. I don't know if K Love was going into the Hall of Fame in Minnesota, but he definitely was an all-star player in Minnesota.
Oh,
He was a
definitely.
25-12 guy.
Big time 25 and
So
12 guy.
I think that's
Unathletic
the same
25
thing.
and still
I
getting his
think in
points.
football, that's the thing. It's more of a team sport. So, like, dude, in the NFL or at least any football team, if we can run the ball all day and beat you down the field, that's what we would do. That's what any team want to do. That's easy success. If you actually need your quarterback to win the game, that's when you worry. You want to be able to run the ball down your field. And y'all got arguably the best running back in football and Saquon Barkley. So of course you're really not gonna get too many touches because now y'all actually got a running back that's gonna get that thing 25, 30, sometimes 35 times a snap. And when he ain't getting it going, Jalen Hurts got to get it going. So that takes off. That's half the passing plays completely out of the playbook right there. You can throw them away. Then on top the number one target, so you're gonna face more double teams, more zone out defense. You know what I mean? Because you're the number one option.
uh,
But at the same time, I get what he's saying, man. Hey, look, I see the writings on the wall. Whether we win the Super Bowl this year or not, I want to at least get my numbers to where I'm still marketable because I know what y'all about to do to me. And that's just what it happens to every skilled player. I ain't mad at him for that. But just don't. All I can say to
yeah,
you,
I
AJ
do.
Brown,
See.
don't let
I
it
do see
be
your point. It makes more sense. Like, hey, man, if you ain't gonna keep me around, don't start me out. Let me go.
right. Well, my
But
only
then
advice
AJ
to AJ
Brown, like,
Brown is don't let it be such a distraction that it knock your team from doing something because y'all actually got it. Y'all look like the best team in the NFC. Y'all in the Detroit Lions easily look like the best team in the NFC. You know, as a 49er
a
fan, I
win-win
hope you keep
situation
talking.
because
Wait,
I
say
think
that one more time, brother.
I think he's in a no win-win. I said I think he's in a lose-lose situation because first off, that post, like y'all 4-0, and now all people was talking about today on ESPN and the chatter and the blogs is he's unhappy. He's unhappy. He's unhappy. And that's all we're seeing across the thing. And it's like y'all 4-0, which we haven't seen in a long time. And now we're talking about AJ Brown is unhappy, which we heard the rumblings last year, the year before, that him and old boy Jalen Hurts was already kind of, beefing somewhat on some Donovan McNabb, Terrell Owens type stuff.
Right.
But I
Well,
was like, man, you kind of in a no with like because bro, let's just say hypothetically you win, y'all win this shit type stuff, or y'all win and you still want to leave. How can you go to another team and say because they go, bro, you don't want to play. You can't say you want to win. Y'all won. Like whether you want to admit it or not, Jalen Hurts is at least a top 10 quarterback. Maybe not top 5, but at least top 10. And it's like,
mm,
bro, any team you go to, who gonna add you that's in the top 5? Maybe. Well, I take it back. I know people will take you, but you're not gonna get the money because you definitely gonna have to sacrifice the money. Because if you go to the Chiefs, they not coming off no cho-chos. They definitely wide receivers by committee. They know you can just be a big part of that as a possession wide receiver. Maybe the Bills. But you see where it's Stephon, he say, nigga, that's one thing about Josh Allen. He throws twos open. But as Stephon, that's why he ended up leaving. Like,
and
I
man, you
just,
play to win the game.
yeah. Like, you can
Can't get
go to
mad at
Baltimore.
somebody for that.
You can go to Baltimore, but I mean, they're a running team. So
Hey,
I just say,
Lamar
man, if
gonna
I was
see him
him,
though. Lamar need a weapon. Lamar Jackson
yeah.
need a weapon.
He
Baltimore
need a
might
weapon
be.
that's in this. It will be because the other guys they went and got. I'm like, bro, OJ. OBJ, LBJ. I mean LBJ, OBJ. I was like, bro, we got him past his prime. Like, y'all got him past his prime. Like, he needs somebody that can line it up and move that thing. And since y'all running team, play action pass, AJ Brown is good in play action. And he got that big 6'1" body, like he can go get it. Pause.
He can go get it, huh?
Pause.
Hey, San Francisco, y'all hear the trouble over there in that locker room in Philadelphia. We definitely in need of another wide receiver with Jawan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall to have a veteran in
That'd be
San
a nice little
Francisco.
wide receiver core.
Yeah, that would definitely help us out in the running game. Definitely help us out in the running game, man.
Because
Do
poor
this
Christian
all this injury
McCaffrey,
shit going on.
y'all gonna run poor little Christian McCaffrey to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
happened. Look, you sound like you're breaking up a little bit.
Oh no, that's
You
probably
must
because
be
I'm out
going
in the
through.
country. But
Yeah, you must be going through a mountain or something, man. Your whole screen done turned black on here, man.
uh,
This dude over here, he look, he done said all that trash about AJ Brown. They went and got him. Watch what you say about these NFL players. But nah, I mean, I think AJ Brown definitely got some value on him, and he might can be smart like some dudes, bro. Like when you have issues with the team, hey, let me go somewhere for 1 or 2 year deals. I'll put my numbers up there, and then I'll see if I can get me a better contract somewhere else. Usually, though, it doesn't work
Yeah,
out in
I
their
just say
favor.
to get a better chance right now, bro. I wouldn't play. I wouldn't do the whole subliminal messages. What I do is, hey man, I'm gonna be a good Samaritan because I'm like, bro, they know that if you still got it or not. Like, bro, we can tell you still got it, but it kind of diminishes your returns because we know these owners working. What's the word? Proclivity. What is the word where they work together? I can't think of the word, but they work together. So I'm like, your best chance is, hey, if they win the Super Bowl, because he threw you the ball. I think he got 2 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. Like, bro, he throw you the ball. I think it just, I don't know. You're probably not gonna be 6 passes, 150 yards twice, 2 or 3 times during the season. You can get 1,000 yards on that team, but I don't think you're gonna be like 1,800 yards. But I'm like, bro, you get a
Nah,
thousand yards, you don't have to
you
put
don't
much
really
wear and
need him
tear
for
on your
that,
body. And I'm like, the
right? If he
Eagles
come
still
to
have
San,
money to. Yeah.
yeah, no, I said if he come to like San Francisco, we just want 600. You go to Baltimore, they just want 800 yards. We don't need an 1,800 yard receiver. You just need another guy to make a safety have to stand back a little bit, or no, or make a linebacker have to shift back or shift over and watch something. That way, our running back can get loose. Too many times, like right now, we can't get our running game going up San Francisco because they know we can't throw down the field. We got one speedy receiver in Ricky Pearson. We got a banged up Juwan Jennings, and we got backup tight ends. So what you think safeties and linebackers, they're gonna cheat in. They're gonna set the box on you. So I think
Yeah.
AJ Brown shows value there. He just got a quarterback that can throw in tight windows, and I don't believe he has that with Jalen Hurts. Now, if you are the GM or head coach of Philadelphia, I'm secretly trying to see what I can get for him. We're not gonna say nothing. We're not gonna make it
Yeah, I
public.
did.
We're not gonna do anything. But AJ Brown right now, I'm gonna see what I can get because you're not more
Especially if you feel
valuable
like
to the team than Jalen Hurts.
I'm gonna be
And with a
honest.
wide
Think about
yeah,
this, AJ Brown. AJ Brown, think about this. We've seen Ryan Tannehill get a $200 million contract. We knew Derrick Henry was the reason he got that $200 million contract. I'm gonna repeat this again. You said that remember they gave Ryan Tannehill that big contract, but then didn't want to pay Derrick Henry because they felt like he was used up. It's about like 3, 4 years ago. This is the
yeah, I
season
remember.
right before the whole he wouldn't teach Patrick Willis. It's not his job to mentor Patrick Willis when they end up drafting him. Like you should know, bruh, how good you think the quarterback is, and this is a quarterback who won a Super Bowl. And he's homegrown. That makes it even worse. He's homegrown.
Yeah, now
Like
Jalen
it'll be
Hurts is
hard for the city.
Jalen Hurts is more important than AJ Brown. We don't even that's not even a close debate
Yeah.
about it. So when
So
something
if I was
happening like
AJ,
that and you think
yeah,
you're having issues between the wide receiver and the quarterback, usually the quarterback is gonna stay home. The wide receiver's up
hey,
out of there. So secretly, if you're Philadelphia, I would see what I can get. I'll be shopping them around because if Jalen Hurts is your future, well, okay, I know I'm gonna need offensive linemen. I know I'm gonna need draft picks. I know I'm gonna need skill positions. I know I'm gonna need something. So go ahead on and keep building your team up right now while you still have a running offense. Build your team up and then see what you can get for them. And if you can't get what you want for them, keep them. The main thing is do it without him knowing. Because once he know that you lost faith in him, it's really gonna be a problem. It's really, really gonna be a problem. Speaking of players who don't feel appreciated and happen to leave teams and say, hey, if y'all ain't gonna give me the money I want, I'm gonna go to who will. Micah
yeah.
Parsons. Micah Parsons versus the Dallas Cowboys.
Michael Parsons
Yeah.
versus Jerry Jones.
Micah Parsons versus Jerry Jones. Micah Parsons versus Rudy's Chicken. Micah Parsons versus the Dallas Cowboys. Micah Parsons versus Dak Prescott. Micah Parsons said he was about a
Micah,
Dallas because he
Micah
gonna
Parsons
get
running
that
the
paper.
receding hairline. Micah Parsons' hair versus Kevin Durant's hair.
I'm going with Micah Parsons.
Go ahead. Who you thought
Micah
won that battle
Parsons,
yesterday?
I can pay and get my hairline and be good with Micah Parsons shit. If I had Kevin Durant's hair, nigga, I wouldn't even want to pay for that shit. I'd forever be okay with being bald. You can
I
have
own
that.
it. Kevin Durant need to go get that OA guard and just get that Doc Rivers, Chris Paul, and that Chris lineup with that that little light ball hair. They be rocking.
That nigga need to go get that can of gasoline and wrap that shit on top of that shit on top of his head and let it set on fire so it never grows back.
Boy, I know his. I know when he was a kid. I know Wanda used to. If you had a black mother back in the day, boy, they used to, when your hair was hard to comb, they always finish you up with slapping you back in the head. Quit on this nappy shit. I know Wanda used to slap the shit out of him when he was younger.
Yeah, I know Murray was wondering what the fuck y'all wanted him to do with that shit.
Niggas say Murray's like, no, that nigga needs some WD-40 with some canister oil.
Kevin Durant could not let his soul glow. It's impossible, nigga. There is not a chemical in the world that's gonna work for that nigga.
He's
That
like,
motherfucker is
hell no.
Sudanese.
He say,
Shout out to Kevin Durant. But yeah, Michael Parsons versus the Dallas Cowboys. Apparently nobody won that battle, bro. It ended in a 40-40 tie. That ended in a 40-40 tie, bro. I guess that's a good way for
Hey, who
both
won
of them
on paper?
to win.
Jerry Jones? Jerry Jones won on paper. He said, look at that defense. It's trash. He said, we know what we lost. Look what they gained. And Jerry just decided they can go score 40 points.
Shit, I think they both.
Jerry, like, it's
I think
some
they
bullshit.
both are. Yeah, you were breaking up again. You must be going back through the mountains or something. Y'all don't know I'm in California today.
The CD Lamb.
Huh?
I said, Kenny Pickett is better than CD Lamb.
You crazy. You said Pickens is
Yeah,
better than
I
CeeDee
knew that
Lamb. You
game
said
one,
that
bro.
wholeheartedly? Are you saying that
Bro,
wholeheartedly?
did you see him? Yes, bro. You didn't. I'm going to say he caught past that CD Lamb dropped the news Lord. And he was over there aggressive. He got two touchdowns. And I about to shoot. And Lane Gabbert, that's what nice with it.
Y'all hear all that? Y'all hear his phone malfunction? Y'all hear all that malfunctioning on his end? That's because he said some bullshit. That's why y'all hear that bang, 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 bang. That's him going through the mountains. And that shit, bang, 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 bang. You gonna say Pickens is better than CeeDee? Man, you out here tripping, bro. Talking about George Pickens better than CeeDee. Shout out to George Pickens because he is balling this year. Pickens is balling this year. Nothing against him, but CeeDee Lamb is that dude, dog. And what you saying is a guy who got paid, CeeDee Lamb, versus somebody on the team that's trying to get paid and redo his career, man, and get his career back on track. Shout out to Pickens. You are balling, bro. I'm not dissing or nothing like that. You balling, bro, but nah. This dude over here tripping, dog. CeeDee Lamb is top 5, top 3 wide receiver in the league. You tripping. I couldn't believe that, man. Sometimes people just say things. You be wondering, this possessed folks to say some things sometimes. That's my boy and all, you know what I mean? But he was tripping with that one. Talking about Pickens better than CeeDee Lamb. You don't think the reason why Pickens might be wide open on a lot of plays because the defense is really worried about CeeDee Lamb? You got to understand that. The only reason that Pickens actually is getting open on a lot of those plays because the whole defense, the second to last game, because I think CeeDee Lamb went down. I think CeeDee Lamb went down like the end of the first quarter or something like that. But sure enough, CeeDee Lamb is the dog on the team with the Dallas Cowboys. But we ain't even talking about them. The real dog that was on the Dallas Cowboys football team is no longer there, and that's Micah Parsons. And a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans feel some kind of way about it. Matter of fact, I know a few personally that no longer really want to be a fan, and they said, man, they tired of Jerry Jones just doing stupid stuff to the team, like getting rid of star players or paying the wrong folk. Like people feeling like, hey, pay Michael Parsons, don't pay Dak Prescott. That's how a lot of Dallas Cowboys feel. I don't know. I'm just telling y'all what the rumor has it when it comes back to me. I'm in the 49er locker room trying to figure out why we lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Wait, I know why we lost. We lost because Brock Purdy decided to throw 2 interceptions and have a fumble. And we decided to keep our defense on the field for 800 minutes and think somehow, some way that's going to equate to us winning a football game. I don't know what it is. Yeah, we just knew that what it is, man. Or I could just blame it on the fact that the San Francisco 49ers got a lot of injuries. But I'm not going to do that, y'all. I'm just going to be thankful that, hey, at the end of the day, we're still 3-1. We're still on top of our division. So, hey, a loss really ain't that bad. Really not that bad. But Dallas Cowboy fans, how do y'all feel about Micah Parsons and ending on a tie against y'all team, the Dallas Cowboys? How do y'all feel about that, man? Did y'all really want to go out there and dog Green Bay, or do y'all feel like Jerry Jones, once again, y'all happy with a moral victory? That tie is good, but it also could be bad if it comes down at the end of the season, somebody just edged y'all out about a half a game. You're going to be thinking about that moral victory that Jerry Jones had, that, hey, well, we know they know what they got. We know what we got rid of. Yeah, that sounds good and all. But I tell you what y'all do have. Y'all got a very good quarterback in Dak Prescott that is showing from his last game that he can live up to being worth his money. So maybe y'all can stop blaming him all the time for when y'all lose and just figure out the fact that the Dallas Cowboys defense ain't about shit. When y'all accept that, y'all might do a little bit better. Just like the Green Bay Packers defense wasn't about shit. So Jerry Jones might also be right, Michael Parsons, that, yeah, they gave you a whole bunch of money to give up 40 goddamn points in one game. That's interesting. That is interesting, against the same quarterback that you used to throw jabs at on your podcast. Went out there and scorched y'all ass up last night and probably should have won the game. I ain't watching, but I'm pretty sure the Dallas Cowboys did something in the world to shoot their motherfucking selves in the foot, because they always do. It wouldn't be the Cowboys if they didn't shoot themselves in the foot. Wow, that's all I'm saying. On the further news, y'all. What else was we supposed to talk about today? Oh, yeah, I watched Sinners the whole way. I'm waiting on my boy Chi to get back in town. He over there riding through the mountains, so I don't know if he going to come back on here. But I finally watched the movie Sinners, and I know in the last video, I gave it a B, because I like horror films, and I felt like Sinners was just trying too much to be woke versus just being a good film. But I did enjoy it. I might have to give him a B plus. I'm gonna give Sinners a B plus. I thought the acting was outstanding. I liked the direction that the director was going with. The only thing that I thought was a little bit off was Michael B. Jordan's Mississippi accent. And I just want every actor to know, if you're doing an accent from a city you are not from, just don't do the accent. Talk normal. Nobody's not gonna care. Because every time y'all New York City boys come down here and try to talk like us Southerners, y'all make us sound like a cartoon character of what we really sound like. I was in there listening to him, and I thought he was just trying to make a caricature of somebody from the South the whole time. Yeah, I like it real. I like that real music. And I was like, man, I don't know anybody talk like that. Just talk normal, like be talking. Just like when they do like movies. That's the worst. That is the worst movie accents of all time, when the celebrities come down there and try to do the New Orleans accents, y'all. It's terrible. However, I did enjoy the movie Sinners overall. I ain't like the fact that it was a musical. up to the part where the vampires was getting it on. I thought the way they brought all that music together, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I still give it a B plus. It was a little bit better. It probably was necessary, but it just opened my mind to thinking, what if we just did like an actual vampire movie? I wanted to like a, I don't know, an Avengers movie, but we don't have to include the woke shit. It's just a regular movie about like a hero going against a villain, blowing up some shit with some magical powers, and that's just all it's about. It's not a moment where we got to talk about police brutality, even though we know it exists, but we don't have to see it in the goddamn movies. That's why I go to the movies to get the reality of life off my mind. I don't want to go to the movie and see something that remind me of the shit we really deal with. You know what I mean? I don't want to go to the movies and I'm watching the movie and then something pop up about the time motherfucker got to pay bills and then I'm stressing out because I'm like thinking about bills I got to pay. No, the movie is supposed to be a fantasy to get your mind off shit and put you in other places. That's why I like Tubi movies. I like watching the movies back from them 80s, 90s, sometimes even the 70s because it was just a story. Unless it was some shit like Roots where it was, of course, that was going to be woke because it's Roots. But that's why I like those type of movies, man. Anybody want to jump on the stream, y'all? We put the link up in the chat, man. I'm going to keep it running. But if ain't nobody jumping on this thing in a minute, I'm going to go and let this live roll and go back to chilling and enjoying my day, you dig? I'm going to keep it rolling. Man, how did anybody else team do good? I know the Who That Saints fans ain't 0-4. I know they ain't feeling too good. Miami Dolphins fans, y'all on the verge of going 0-4. I know they're not doing too good. The Kansas City Chiefs, y'all got out that slump. Y'all look like y'all trying to bounce back, man, to turn that season around. It looks weird to see Pat Mahomes with a losing record. So I really still don't like y'all. I really was going to enjoy the fact that y'all was losing, and I still will enjoy the fact when y'all start losing again. But I got to give credit when credit due. Y'all turned it around. Lamar Jackson. I don't know what's going on, G. Y'all 1-3. In the other two losses, those were good games. Your defense failed you, and it was a lot of bad turnovers at the wrong time. This last game, man, Kansas City whooped y'all ass. I don't know what's going on up there in Baltimore, man. It ain't looking good. It's not looking good. That's 1-3. We did not expect to see that happening. Seattle Seahawks, fuck y'all. I ain't got nothing else to say. LA Rams, fuck y'all too. How the second place feel. And for the Cardinals, welcome to sitting at the couch when the season is over with. Because that's where y'all ass is going to be. Ain't no point in being a fan this year because you won't be going to the postseason. And I'm cool with that. New York Giants, better luck next year. Better luck next year. Green Bay, you should be disappointed in yourself. A 40-40 tie against the Dallas Cowboys, you out your goddamn mind. You should have done better. You should have known better. Dallas Cowboys, way to hang on with a team that's better than y'all. Y'all fought with everything you fought with and you got out there alive. I can't be mad at y'all. I cannot be mad at y'all. Washington Redskins, what the fuck going on? Didn't expect to see y'all down like that. Did not expect to see y'all down like that. Minnesota Vikings, shit show. Shit show. Get it together. Get it together. Detroit, y'all right on time. 3-1 ain't bad for y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's the beginning of the season. Y'all gonna bounce back. Chicago Bears. Keep trusting in Caleb Williams, but y'all got to get that boy some weapons, and y'all got to get him some toughness. Y'all need to be slipping some motherfucking testosterone pills in his shakes. You know what I'm saying? But Caleb Williams, I see the potential in that kid. Y'all stop letting him paint his nails. He'll be all right. New York Jets, y'all know what it is. Better luck next year. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. Jaguars, y'all got that. Salute. Y'all got that. Travis Hunter, you gonna find your groove, dog. You gonna find your groove. But y'all got that. Indianapolis, wait the fuck up. Good job. Y'all let the Rams come back. Whoop they do. Good job. Buffalo Bills. Salute. Philadelphia Eagles. Salute. Y'all doing y'all thing. Can't hate. Can't hate. Chargers. Tough loss. Same with us. Same with us, baby. 3-1, 3-1. We get to learn our mistakes early in the season. Y'all got Jim Harbaugh as y'all head coach. We got Kyle Shanahan. I feel like long as we got those at the helm, playoffs is bound. So we good. 3-1 is good right now. We ain't tripping. Raiders do not know what the fuck y'all doing over there. New England Patriots, better luck next year. Tennessee Titans. Y'all looking mortal than a motherfucker right now. Y'all looking mortal. Y'all ain't even the gods. Y'all can't even be the god. Y'all ain't even call yourself the Titans. Y'all are definitely motherfucking Greeks right now. Y'all regular as a motherfucker. 0-4. We knew how this was going to go. And remember, y'all was one of those teams that passed up on Shedeur Sanders. Make sure we know that. Cleveland Dookie-ass Browns. Y'all are what your name are. Cleveland Dookie-ass Browns. 0-4. And if you ain't 0-4, you deserve to be 0-4. You're probably 1-3. Either way, by the end of the season, you're going to have a hell of a lot more L's than you will W's. And what the hell Joe Flacco doing out there? 2 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, and you got motherfuckers on ESPN and all these sport networks talking about the behavior of Shedeur Sanders. The only thing Shedeur Sanders is doing wrong with the Cleveland Browns is not getting in the fucking game. That's it. Cincinnati, tough loss. Without Joe Barrows, y'all can hang it up. Tough loss, man. Tough loss. Pittsburgh Steelers, Mike Tomlin. Y'all always going to be playoff bound, but never going to see another Super Bowl. David Allen Greer. New York Jets, if I didn't diss you, I'm dissing your ass again. You're not going anywhere. Y'all can hang it up. I tell you what, all you New York fans, you might as well jump on the bandwagon and join Buffalo. They might be doing something this year. They might just get over the hump this year. They just might. Whatever team I left off, you probably wasn't worth mentioning. But that's what I feel, y'all. It is what it is. We took a loss, 3-1. We'll bounce back. Or maybe we won't. But I ain't tripping about it. We still on top of the division. Tony Mack, well, it's always real, but it's always love. Peace.